I was standing in the kitchen, 2 mugs in hand, ready to surprise Mark with a mid-afternoon caffeine booze, when his best friend's voice drifted through the cracked door. But would she mind? Julian asked. It's a 4-day conference in Vegas. It's not exactly a romantic getaway. I paused. Mark's laugh followed, dry, calculated, a sound I hadn't heard before. She won't mind because she won't know, Mark said. I'm framing it as a well-deserved break for her, but honestly, Jules, I need a social buffer. The CEO of Sterling Group is a family man type. He doesn't trust bachelors or guys who look like they're just there to party. If I bring Elena, I look stable. I look grounded. And the dinner on Tuesday? That's the clincher, Mark replied, his voice dropping into a tone of pure business. She's charming, she's well-read, and she's a great listener. While she's keeping him occupied with that sweet smile of hers, I'll be closing the deal with the board. She's the perfect distraction. Better than a high-end consultant, and she does it for the price of a room service club sandwich. I looked down at the mugs. The steam was curling toward my face, but I felt cold. I wasn't a partner. I was a prop. The pivot. I didn't burst in. I didn't drop the mugs. I walked back to the kitchen, poured the coffee down the sink, and sat at the table for exactly 10 minutes. That evening, Mark came out of the office, rubbing his shoulders with a performative wariness. Hey honey, I was thinking, work is sending me to Vegas next week. I know I've been busy, and I thought, why don't you come? My treat. You can lounge by the pool while I'm in meetings. I saw the way he avoided my eyes, already mentally rehearsing his pitch to the Sterling Group. Vegas, I said, tilting my head. That sounds lovely, Mark. But if I'm going, I'd want to actually help, be there for the big dinners, support the brand. His eyes lit up. You do that? You're amazing, Elle. I am, I agreed. The invoice. The trip started exactly as he planned, until Tuesday night. We were at a gold-leafed steakhouse with the family man CEO and the VP. Mark was leaning in, ready to pivot the conversation to the merger. So, Elena, the CEO said, turning to me, Mark tells me you're the secret to his success. Oh, I'm much more than a secret, I said, flashing that sweet smile Mark loved. In fact, I'm his freelance corporate image consultant. It's a very niche field. Mark's fork froze halfway to his mouth. Elle, what are you? I'm just explaining the business model, darling. I patted his hand. I turned back to the CEO. I specialize in providing stability and charm for high-stakes negotiations. Usually I charge a flat fee plus expenses, but since Mark is family, I've been working pro bono. Until tonight. I pulled a small folded envelope from my clutch and slid it across the table toward my husband. What's this? Mark hissed, his face turning a shade of purple that matched the wine. My invoice, I said brightly. For the Vegas contract. It covers the social buffer fee, the distraction surcharge, and a very large honesty penalty. I've already transferred the amount from our joint savings to my personal account. I stood up, smoothed my dress, and nodded to the stunned executives. Enjoy the steak, gentlemen. Mark, I've checked out of this week. Don't worry about the bill, it's on the invoice. I walked out of the restaurant, leaving the family man and the businessman to figure out exactly what kind of deal they were